What was the worst?
The worst? Maybe Desperate Housewives or something. Maybe Desperate Housewives. I didn't like that at all.
Now we want to know. Give us the best.
It was just, the show was huge. When I came on, I think I came on season 2 or 3. The show was huge, and there was this one actress in particular that, actually, no, it was a lot of things. The production, they didn't have a script. I didn't get the script I didn't get a script, and I got scenes every day that I was shooting. So I never got the full script in the beginning so I could prep, and they shut down. Like, I came in on a Monday, worked all week. They were like, script's coming. Script never came. And then on that Friday, they said, oh, we're gonna shut down for the week. And then they said, okay, so I waited again another week. Oh, we don't have the script yet. And then you'll get the script. So Monday morning, I got a piece of the script. The next day, I got another piece of the script. So it was just every day I would have to wake up at like 4 o'clock in the morning, get to the set, and work the scene out. And you still didn't know what the other scenes were going to, you still never knew what the story was going to be about. So you had to get there early in the morning, block the scene, come in, and since the script came out so late, the actors didn't know the lines. So, it was just a mess.
How long did that take?
We somehow pulled it off, and I don't think we went crazy long hours, but it was. I think we managed to do it because I'm really kind of fast when it comes to when I'm under the gun, and I know how to set up shots and make other shots develop into other shots. So it's really about lighting setups, which really eats up your day. So if you can figure out the lighting setups and kind of combine shots with other shots, you can kind of make your day. So I was able to do that, and the words are really, they're just words. And so once you figure that out, you can make your day, but it was just, trying to get the words. And then you had, just a couple of difficult actresses that, and I was just I just felt like I was just out of, it was like I was in another world.
Okay, so right here, what's your name?
Lloyd Roseman. You mentioned to the young lady about creating your own show and directing and stuff like that. Actually, that's what I'm trying to do right now. I just wrote a pilot script, and some friends and I, we were planning on getting together. I was wondering what's the best avenue to go through.
To sell a script and to get it,
or to create your own or whatever.
Well, that's a good question, because that's what that's what I do as well. I'm out pitching shows, and this season I was out pitching shows with some other writers. Basically, you have a concept, you have an idea, you write it, you write an outline, maybe you write the pilot, you write the whole episode, and then you start thinking about a 10-episode arc. What's going to happen 10 episodes down the line, and then you create this, and so you start thinking about story ideas that are going to happen, where the story is going to go, and then when you feel like you're ready and the project's solid and you have a good idea what the show is about, what the characters are about, what the look is about, then you have to, I'm just assuming that have you ever produced a show before, or?
No, never really.
Okay, well, so you would be considered probably a person that really doesn't have a lot of juice in the business. So then what you would have to do to sell a show is you would have to probably attach a big name to the show. You would probably act with an actor, an actor or an actress, or you would have to attach a big producer who would run the show. And that's really the biggest hurdle right there, to find somebody, let's say like an Issa Rae or Larry Wilmore or Kenya Barris, somebody who'll say, I love this idea, I'm gonna take it, and I'm gonna go in with you to pitch it. It's your idea, but I'm gonna go in with you because they can open the doors for you to get the meetings with the networks and the studios. And so you would need somebody like that, somebody that can, even me, I can't open a door. people come to me, hey, I got this idea, let's go out and pitch it. The networks and studios, they don't really care about a director. They like, anybody can direct it. That's how they think. I know, we all know that anybody can't, but that's what they think, that, it doesn't really matter. So directors can't get, a door open unless let's say maybe you do like a huge movie that's just, let's say maybe you're Jordan Peele and you do a movie like Get Out. He directed that, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So maybe he might open some doors, maybe Malcolm Lee. But it's very rare that a television director can really open doors. But that's what you have to do. You have to get a star or a hot producer, to really open the doors.
One other question though is like, have you heard of Workaholic?
Yeah, I know that show.
Yeah, I worked on that. I had the opportunity to work on that for a couple of seasons.
As a writer?
No, as an actor. Actually.
Oh yeah.
But,
very funny show.
To, do more with that, but unfortunately my mother passed away, so I couldn't really do a lot. But I worked on that show. They gave me, basically it was background, but they gave me lines. Mm-hmm. They liked me that well. And stuff like that. So, but they started out on YouTube, and somebody saw them and picked them up. Yep,
that's another way. I should have mentioned that. I'm thinking on a bigger level, but that's another way. If you can produce something like Issa Rae is a perfect example. She had this web series, got the attention of HBO, and then did it. That's another way to go. Get it on YouTube, or it's a little harder. But it can be done. It can be done. I mean, Workaholics, I think they did start off and it was a funny show. They got picked up by Comedy Central, and they did the show. They never really owned the show, because the way Comedy Central set up is that they own it. They don't. So those guys really never will get residuals and the big paycheck in the end when it goes into syndication, or if it goes into syndication. So it really depends on how who you are and how you want to work at a show like Atlanta. Donald Glover had never really run a show, but he was just such a talented guy. Being an actor, he somehow worked it to where he got a deal with FX, and then did his own thing, and really did his own thing, because he wouldn't even let the studio look at his stuff, his dailies or anything. And because I had a meeting over there, and they were like, we don't know what he's doing, but we'll see. We're going to see soon. And it turned out to be one of the greatest shows on television, in my opinion.